life, right? Because a black woman, she can go anywhere, right, to get what she feel like she needs, right? Who's gonna be there for you? Who's gonna save you? I hope y'all not waiting on us, because I damn sure can't do it by myself.
You, when you ran for Congress,
Black women do not care about black men, okay? Black women, unfortunately, sis, and I know y'all coming to beat me up, and I ain't talking about all us, but I'm talking about the majority. They don't even care about their children. They would rather abort their children than to give them life, okay? Black people, black men, right? You at some point, you're going to have to pick a side, right? Black men have to come back into the forefront, and you all have to take a lead if you all want to save black life, right? Because a black woman, she can go anywhere, right, to get what she feel like she needs, right? Who's going to be there for you? Who's going to save you? I hope y'all not waiting on us, because I damn sure can't do it by myself.
You, when you ran for Congress,
Black women do not care about black men, okay? Black women, unfortunately, sis, and I know y'all coming to beat me up, and I ain't talking about all us, but I'm talking about the majority. They don't even care about their children. They would rather abort their children than to give them life, okay? Black people, black men, right? You at some point, you're going to have to pick a side, right? Black men have to come back into the forefront, and you all have to take a lead if you all want to save black life, right? Because a black woman, she can go anywhere, right, to get what she feel like she needs, right? Who's going to be there for you? Who's going to save you? I hope y'all not waiting on us, because I damn sure can't do it by myself.
You, when you ran for Congress,
Black women do not care about black men, okay? Black women, unfortunately, sis, and I know y'all coming to beat me up, and I ain't talking about all us, but I'm talking about the majority. They don't even care about their children. They would rather abort their children than to give them life, okay? Black people, black men, right? You at some point, you're going to have to pick a side, right? Black men have to come back into the forefront, and you all have to take a lead if you all want to save black life, right? Because a black woman, she can go anywhere, right, to get what she feel like she needs, right? Who's going to be there for you? Who's going to save you? I hope y'all not waiting on us, because I damn sure can't do it by myself.
you,
Hi.
when you ran for Congress,
I like what she said.
Black women do not care about black men, okay?
Let me what's going on, y'all? Happy Friday evening. I'm really trying to get into this thing where no matter what, I get on here and see you guys. I'm making you guys a part of my day. 12 noon and 8 p.m. I want to get on this thing. I just at the last minute, I was on the phone and this title came up to me the second I was on the phone, and this title came up to me. So I ran in here, I threw some thimbles up. I got 4 minutes on this one. It's 8:08, so 8:04. I had this title up and going, and I want to talk about something tonight. But before I talk about what I'm going to talk about, I want to talk about that intro. I love that intro. I want to talk about that intro for a second. I was talking to a client today, and this client told me that this is a client now that I had. This is a client that I've had for I had this client now. I first helped them back in 2015. So he says to me, "Hey man, in the 10 years that I since you've helped me, I must have went out on 10 dates, and like 6 of the females knew you. And his intro was, I see why your mom hates you. This is what his intro was. He said, I see why your mom hates you. And he said he see why my mom hates me, because he talked to black women and they hate me. So we're gonna talk about that tonight. All right. Let me see if I can connect this in here. Hold on. Got to make sure my monetizing is on. God damn it, man. Yeah. Maybe one day, maybe one day, individuals going to realize that stop having babies, with individuals that just want to dick them down and start, having babies with their husband. Maybe, I don't know. It is just, it's something that y'all got to deal with. I'm not interested in no relationship. I don't want nothing. I don't want nothing from nobody. I've been shown that I'm not worthy. So, but we're going to talk about it. Let me just get this thing done. I'm not letting nobody tell me they love me. Admire me? Yeah, but I'm not letting nobody tell me they love me. Not after 56 years. I've been here too long. I've been here too long to see what's the market when it comes to love in the black community, when it comes to what women, a strong, independent woman, want today. I ain't letting none of them tell me they love me. Not happening. Not when I see guys go out, fuck 5 chicks, have 8 babies, and then get married. And then the good guys, when you decide you want to allow a woman to, when you decide you want to allow a woman to, when you decide you want to allow a woman to talk to you like trash, when you decide you want to accept sassiness and all that nonsense, you will be just what a woman wants you to be. I don't allow sass and never will. You sass me one time, you get the fuck on, because you don't talk to your boss like that. listen, my perspective and narrative on everything is, do you treat everything else like that? So we're going to be a while before we actually get on topic. So just work with me. So here's what I mean when I say that. Wow. Wow. Are you serious, man? I'm just looking at my fucking videos that are not monetized. Damn it, man. 200 views and it's not monetized. Wow. All right. So, all right. Good evening, humans. So, where I was getting at, yeah, I was just saying, this is for you guys. I'm not letting nobody tell me they love me. I'm not letting nobody tell me that, the market, the narrative of love from a woman of color today, it's just there's nothing more on the opposite ends of the spectrum that's accepted other than black love. I want to be clear about something. Um, uh, I have successes in my life that a person that is not as successful as me don't have. There are people that have more success. There's people that own 100-foot yachts. I never created the type of worth where I can get a 20-foot yacht. So I don't have a yacht. I cannot front like I have a yacht. I cannot go rent a yacht. But I want y'all to stop and realize, I want y'all young kids to stop and realize what I'm about to say. And what I'm about to say is this. You will have a woman tell you that just because a guy that you will have a woman tell you that what's more important in life, in growth, in harmony, and building a family. You will let a woman tell you that dude fucks better than you. So I'm going to build a family with him. He don't have a job. He's been to jail. He got the deck stacked against him. And you'll let a woman tell you that man is better than you. I'm here to tell you, life, only allow a person to compare things to you with life. When that individual told me today that in the 10 years that I've known you, if I've been out on 10 dates, about 6 women knew you and they did not like you. Well, my mother don't like me. My daughter don't like me. My auntie didn't like me. This was way before I became and did what I'm doing here today. So what I'm here to tell you is there's a certain perspective and narrative that you got to be with black women. And when you're not that way, they'll wait and find something and try to change it. I'm going to give y'all an example, then we're going to get on topic. So forgive me. Crystal Holman, 2-bit piece of shit. Here's a woman that tried to come back into my life numerous times. Here's a woman that if I go on my channel, the League of Dash Universe, if I go on the League of Dash Universe, I can probably find the video where her and I were talking and she gave me all the praise. This is 5 years ago. She gave me all the praise. It's something about you. I want you back. Now, 5 years later, after she realized that you can ask all you want, I don't want you back. Now she's going to say, well, the problem is with you. You had something going on with you. I said, I had something going on with me. Yeah. So if you give women enough time, they will now find a way to alter what it is as what they think as to why y'all didn't become successful. So just understand that. So just know that. So, all right, we're going to talk about some stuff here tonight. Excuse me. So listen, as I travel through through as I travel through my day to day, what I do is I always, and I mean always, I always look at videos. I always look at videos because looking at videos is my news. There are individuals that will get up every day and watch their local news. As an introvert, I use content creators on social media to get an idea of the climate of society. Because I don't know. I'm an introvert. I don't know. I don't care that I don't know. So I will go and look at videos. It's the reason why when people talk to me, I say, well, I watch the video because as an introvert, you know, as a black man, the way that I am, you can go find a white dude that don't got no legs and he'll fall in love with the person that's doing therapy with him. But a woman of color will never look at me and say, I can help him. I met one woman one time. That woman, I said to people, she cluttered the pathway to my pain. She made it hard for people to get to my pain. One day she asked me something about her and her friends going out on a trip. And when I said, when I did not respond the way she wanted to about this trip she wanted to go on, I was supposed to have said, no, me and you will go on a trip. But when I did not answer the trip correctly, that's when we was over. I can look back on it today, and as a matter of fact, I will always remember that one thing where I noticed that when she had to take her brother back to college, I had a van. She didn't ask me to use my van. She didn't ask me for nothing. I should have realized then that she clocked out of our relationship, but I was being me. And I'm telling y'all today that it feels so good to just talk to people and don't want nothing from them. I don't want nothing from nobody. I don't care if don't nobody call me. I don't want nothing from nobody. I don't care about my birthday. I don't care about Christmas. Don't send me nothing. Don't act like I don't want nothing. I much rather try with a new set of people. All the people that was in my life, I'm done with them. I'm not doing that. All right. So that just helps me get to where I'm at. I'm a great way to segue into what I'm going to talk about here tonight. Do you know that when I walk around when I navigate myself around social media and I look at various things, the one thing that just jumps out at me is the same people tend to have the same problems. Let me say that again. The same people tend to have the same problems. I can be on social media and notice that the same people have the same problems. How is that possible? How could that be so possible where the same people are having the same problems? How? You know how? What if I told you that everybody that have problems What do you want, little lady? What do you want? Come here. What do you want? Come here. What do you want? Come here, little lady. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What's your eyes? You want to say hi to everybody? You're a good dog. You're a good dog. So now, like I was saying, when I look at certain videos, it's the same people having the same problems. A mother, a single mom, decided, oh, I want to give this up to somebody, a jiggy nigga, and I'm watching the video and he runs off and leaves her. Oh, I watched the video of an individual right? I watched a video of an individual that she brought a condominium with HOAs, and she said and she said her HOA fees was $460 a month, and she couldn't have it. And then she's doing a video in her HOA in her condominium with her workout gear on, and she's, well, wait a minute, I don't have the money. Life don't know. HOA, listen, you're not going to tell your homeowners association you don't have the money. You can tell that to the welfare caseworkers. One day these women of color is going to wake up and realize the only people that care about you not having money is a welfare caseworker. Everybody else don't care. Life goes on. Yes, it does. Life goes on. So I'm watching this video of this woman saying, I don't have the money. And then she said, and then they tacked on, they went to get an attorney. And then when they went to get an attorney, they tacked on late fees. And then they tacked on late fees, and then they tacked on interest. And you see her going like this, and then they tacked on interest, and then they did that. And then you see her just, and they did this, and then they did that. And I'm saying to myself, that's how life goes. Remember my motto, if you don't remember my motto. My motto is, the plant that you ignore becomes a hard tree to chop down. The plant that you ignore becomes a hard tree to chop down. Now, where did that perspective come from? The plant that you ignore becomes a hard tree to chop down. That means that if you let a problem sit, it grows bigger. So the plant that you ignore becomes a hard tree to chop down. That's my perspective and my narrative. I will believe that perspective. I will believe that narrative. So there are individuals that just navigating themselves around, right? There are individuals that are navigating themselves around life, and they're collecting all the problems that are in parallel to their character. See, I'm gonna tell you something. Now, when y'all listen to me speak, y'all listen to one thing that y'all can say about me more than anything is there's consistency. You know, I'm not gonna wake up one day, I'm not gonna crack this microphone one day and say, damn, y'all, your boy done messed up. Yo, so I met this girl, right? Word is bond. She was nice. And she was like, yo, let's go to my place. And then I was like, yeah. Then word is bond. Now I got there, and one thing led to another. And I let one go. Yo, she was sucking me off nice. And now I got a kid. Now I went to court today, and word is bond. You ain't gonna never hear that story with me. Never gonna happen. Not happening. I told y'all, I never get caught slipping. It's not happening. I stay many steps ahead of the moment. All right? Always will. So I'm looking at individuals. That are complaining about HOA fees. Oh, all I did was miss one payment, and now they want to foreclose on my house. Yeah. Listen, anybody will tell you the worst thing to do when you buy in a house is buy a house that is part of an association. Oh yeah, I need to do a video about HOAs. People that have HOAs, come closer. A little closer. Okay. Stop allowing attorneys to tell you they can do something for you. They can't do nothing for you. Okay? All right. Just stop. Stop getting an attorney. Stop having an attorney think, oh yeah, I can stop this for you. Oh, oh, okay, so you're okay. Okay, I'll take your case. Don't let an attorney take your I need to do a video about that. Don't let an attorney take your case. There's nothing you can do. Don't waste your time with an attorney. How about you not move into an association, a place with association? Don't do it. I'm tired of looking at the videos. Like I said, excuse me. It is truly amazing to see. It really is. The same problem with the same people. People that said, I'm single. I want to move somewhere where they take care of the property. All I do is just come home. I got to cook for the kids. I got to cook for the kid. So I just got an HOA. People, let me tell you something. Back in the 90s, HOA fees was yearly. I don't know what happened to make HOA fees every month. I really don't. I really don't. I really don't. I don't know what happened to make HOA fees $400 and $500 a month. When I was going to go buy a house, it was a development down the street from the studio. And I was saying to myself, yeah, I'd love to move in here. And I'm looking at the HOA fees and it was $399 a month. And I was like, that. So I called and they was like, yeah, the HOA fees. How are HOA fees $400 a month? People, I'm tired of looking on social media and seeing the same people have the same problems. But I know, as I stated, as I'm talking about here tonight, your character warrants your problem. If you go out and drink, your chances of getting a DWI increases. If you think being a player is a good lane, give it some time. You're gonna have a couple of paternity cases brought up against you. If you think that selling dope is a good idea, you might be introduced to some detectives that work in a narco squad. It's just there are things that go with what you're doing. Listen, one thing that I take pride in is the fact that I've been on this platform for as long as I have, and you ain't never heard me getting caught up in no scam. Oh, the guy created the company, the League of Dads. He's in the news tonight for scamming millions from people that need help with child support. It was a long court down here today in the county court where Christopher Smith was seen as a judge today. He pled not guilty on 150 counts. No, that's not going to be your boy. It's not happening. No, sir. No, sir. We ain't getting caught up in no scams. Listen, I say what I mean what I say. It's not happening. We ain't getting caught up in none of that. We ain't doing none of that. We ain't doing none of that. We ain't doing none of that. And I want to be clear. I'm talking tonight about how your character, you're always going to have problems that are in line with your character. Now, I want to be clear about something. When I was doing bankruptcies, heavy, that service, it crossed too many lines with people that was all about scamming. I was running into too many people where I was saying to myself, you're not listening. Oh, this or that, or this or that. I said, nope, I'm attracting too many of those type of people. These people are ungrateful. They're living on the bottom and they just insist on making everything about wrong. And they insist on saying, oh, this is not right. This is not right. This is not right. No. So that's why I discontinued the service. I want to make sure we clear. This is why This is why, listen, this is why when I listen to women that don't want a husband, that want to put their job first, that when you look back on their life, it was, I used to be at the bottom, now I'm on top, this and all that. When I listen to those women now try to say, oh no, I want a family now. When you want something, I want success. I wanted a family. Being a hoe out in the streets wasn't gonna get in the way of that. I'm not allowing somebody to tell me what they want now when they showed me for the longest that they didn't want that. What got in the way of you wanting that before? When you listen to a lot of these individuals, when you listen to a lot of people, their character, they got all the issues that went along with their character. If you are 56 years old and all you tried to do was love everybody your entire life, you tried to love your brother, you tried to look out for your mom, you fought for your daughter. Am I supposed to be at 56 years old sitting up here saying, I'm still ready to love? Or am I not supposed to say what I am saying? I'm not trying to love nobody. I get it. Don't want to have nothing to do with it. Should that not go with my character? Should I sit here and just be like, oh yeah, man, love is, gotta send me somebody. Give me a second. Gotta send me somebody. Right. No, I'm speaking today on things and everything that goes with my character. I am speaking today, and I am fully aware. I am fully aligned with everything that is involved with my character. And my character, from guys that like me, guys that were stand-up guys that did nothing wrong, guys that only wanted love. We got shit on, we got burnt out. It's cool, it's all good. But I'm not sitting up here at 56 years old. Gotta send me somebody. I'll wait. You gotta be positive. No, love ain't coming my way. It's just not for me. I tend to add the wrong characteristics to it. It's cool. That's what goes with the character of what I wasn't supposed to use me as a good example. No, I'm going to use me as an example. Just like all I see when people complaining, I seen a video of a baddie is what they call themselves. I seen a video of a baddie with a 1,000, there we go, with a $1,998 a month car note, and was like, I paid on this thing for 10 months and I still owe XYZ on the car. They can have it back. It's amazing. I'm watching videos of people that have these strong characteristics about how like they're putting they're putting that out there like, oh no, but yet you got into that situation. Now, how did you get into that situation? Why didn't you apply that hell no to the situation? Because like I told y'all, it's not happening. Hold on. Okay. Turn it. I'm bringing them stuff in my bed, little waterhead dogs. Okay. Yeah, so I'm seeing eviction videos, right? I'm seeing eviction videos, and it's like, the same old narrative with every video. I paid. I called them and they said I paid them. I gave them half the rent. It's the same thing. The guy comes down there and it's like, well, eviction. They have no idea. They are getting evicted, knowing that this day is coming, knowing that individuals be 5 and 6 months behind on their rent. And I seen one video today, and the girl daughter was there, and let me see if I can find that video, man. No, the girl, she was saying to the landlord, "You don't. This is illegal. This is illegal. You got to take her to court. This is illegal. This is illegal." So your mother ain't paid, and you ain't saying nothing about that part. Your mother ain't paid her rent, and she ain't saying nothing about that. She's not saying my mom didn't pay her rent. It's the same people with the same stories. It's the same. Your character dictates your problems. If you got those type of problems, you might want to change your character. I see Sean. I see my man Sean. What's going on, homie, man? Person. He up in here. He said, "What's up, League of Dads? Waterhead." It's truly amazing. You know, it's like listen. You know what I learned to do? You know what I learned to do in the last couple of years? I learned to look at what a person is wearing. I trained my eye to look at the $2 outfit. I trained my eye. My man Deshaun said, "Hey man, I want to be a super chat cat." My man, appreciate that. Let me like that, my man. I appreciate that. My man Deshaun gave me $10 via super chat. My man, appreciate that, man. You cannot think that you're gonna be an upstanding person with bottom of the barrel morals. It's the same individuals. But this is what I was saying. What's going on, Sean D? I see you. This is what I was saying. I have trained my eye. Yeah. I've trained my eye to look at the price of a chick's outfit. Yep. I have trained my eye to look at the price of a chick's outfit. I can look at a chick now and I can just look at her outfit and be like, that's a $2 outfit. Chick, you trying too hard. These chicks out here, their characters is hoish, their characters is skimpy, and you can easily get caught up into it. I can be out and about and see a woman, see a chick, and be like, no. But women that are successful like me, they don't want me. They want to say, hey, look, I make a lot of money. You will allow me to be sassy. So it ain't gonna work. So hell, who knows? I might just come in here one day. Man, I met a crackhead and let one go. Man, I met a crackhead and gave her some skeet. You know, who knows what the future holds? Yeah, right. Ain't that what they say? In a complete contradictory to what I was saying. But I've learned that this is where we're at. I tend to travel. I tend to travel and I tend to navigate myself through a world that that I will always say, hey, I'm alone. I'm not ever going to upgrade my life, my type of character. I was talking to an individual a couple of weeks ago, and they were telling me about their uncle, and it was like their uncle is. Let me see if I can plug this up. Their uncle is. They were telling me about their uncle and how their uncle is. Um, Talking to an individual a couple of weeks ago, and they were telling me about how their uncle is. They were telling me about how their uncle is 80 in his 80s, and he's at a point where he's kind of upset and mad that people don't come see him no more. And I said to that person, I'm preparing my life for that now. I'm preparing my life for that now. Too many people, and I see a lot of women, they want to adopt the character of a street chick. They want to adopt the character. They don't want to embrace the fact that they have intellect, they have wisdom. They don't want to embrace the fact that they are truly independent from the perspective of it's black women and then them. And it's like, nope, I got to be a part of the sisterhood. And I'm just saying to myself, to me, that is amazing. But I was talking to an individual, and he was talking about their father. And I'm sorry, their uncle. And I was like, I told him, I'm preparing myself for that now. I ain't getting attached to nobody. I know I'm gonna die by myself. I know I'm not looking at this thing like, unless I move to another country, the faith of American love, not happening. And to meet people and see that they are have an independent, to meet women and see that they have an independent independent character and the characteristics of them. But to say, you know what, no matter what, I'm attached to the sisterhood. I'm gonna tell y'all here tonight. I'm gonna tell y'all. Always tell y'all, I'm not fucking with no chick that got friends. That is the ultimate hell no. I have been stood up. I have made plans with individuals, and the character of us trying to establish something, I was knocked off. The sisterhood won out. I will never ask a black woman out for a date. It's not happening. It's not happening. Not asking for nothing. I'm just not. The sisterhood is they navigate. Listen, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this right here. I'm gonna say this. I'll tell you this. Never, when you know somebody and they have a very unique characteristic about them that makes them unique, and they don't want to embrace their uniqueness, they insist on saying, nope, I'm part of this. I'm part of this no matter what. Nope, I'm part of this. I'm part of this because they don't want to be independent and truly independent in themselves. Their character is beautiful, very beautiful woman, and you just looking at somebody and they got this strong niche of the sisterhood. I think the sisterhood is the trashiest thing. I think any woman that's part of the sisterhood is absolute trash. I just think you put three black women together. There's nothing you could tell me positive that they can think. There's nothing that you could tell me they will sit down there and talk about men in a strong light. When you go on social media and you see a black woman and she's talking about the uniqueness of a man, that is the woman that I wish I could meet. When I meet women that say this right here, remember this? When I meet women that say this right here, listen to this. I want y'all to listen to this. Why don't I have sound? Are you serious? I had sound before. Now I don't have sound.
Black women do not care about black men. Okay, black women, unfortunately, sis, and
really, shit. Oh, wow. I want y'all to listen to this. This is what you're dealing with.
Care about black men. Okay, black women, unfortunately, sis, and I know y'all coming to beat me up, and I ain't talking about all us, but I'm talking about the majority. They don't even care about their children. They would rather abort their children than to give them life. Okay, black people, black men, right? You at some point you're gonna have to pick a side, right? Black men have to come back into the forefront, and you all have to take a lead if you all want to save black life, right? Because a black woman, she can go anywhere, right, to get what she feel like she needs, right? Who's gonna be there for you? Who's gonna save you? I hope y'all not waiting on us, because I damn sure can't do it by myself.
How about that? How about that? How about that? You heard what that woman said? She said, who's going to save you? Because I can't do it. So that woman, when I hear her say that, and y'all listen to me say, I don't believe in if they got fit friends, I don't believe, I have individuals that admire me, but because of the sisterhood, they will never submit to me. I'm not the type. This is why I tell individuals, I will make sure my life, I will make sure I will continue to navigate and move forward in my life, and I will make my plans by myself. I'm not asking for nothing. I'm not asking for no birthday gifts. I'm not asking for Christmas gifts from nobody. I'm not asking nobody to call me. You don't have to call me. You don't owe me a call. Don't nobody owe me nothing. I do not believe a black woman is capable of, I've been shown black women don't have the characteristics. So we're talking about here tonight, right? The characteristics of a black woman, I don't believe that they are capable of loving a man like me. I just don't. I don't believe. I'm not letting one try to tell me they could. I'm not. Hell no. Hold on a second. So when you hear me say all the things that I say, listen, I'm not supposed to have it. Listen, if I say I like to eat dogs, I'm supposed to say that and have 100 individuals say, yo, eat dogs. What the fuck? That's why you got dogs? You're going to hear it like, you're supposed to say something. And it's supposed to be, you're supposed to say something. And according to the way people think you are, it's supposed to be so far-fetched that people are supposed to say, nah, I can't buy into that, right? 10 years ago, when I was talking about women of color, individuals was acting like, nope, there's something wrong with this guy. They was acting like, oh, this, oh, that. This is what they were saying. Oh, Tommy Sotomayor, this and all. Everybody. Now we got black women coming out giving us the lowdown. We got black women coming out. That woman just said, I can't be there to save you. So black men, y'all gonna have to make a decision. And I believe that. So I would suggest everybody download that video. It's over on my TikTok. I got it on over on Negro Please. Download that video. Play it to your woman and sit down there and say, what's up? Because that is the truth. That's the characteristics of what we're dealing with. This is why I'm saying here tonight, I see so many people that don't understand Their character is the reason why they're having the problems. They just act like, oh no, this is not your character is your problem. It is. It is. My character is my problem. I was a nice guy. I hear right. I was a nice guy. Because I was a nice guy, guess what? I get what comes with being a nice guy. My brother decided he wanted to do the crime life. At 62 years old, he got all the gifts that come in with the nice life. Hold on a second. My brother, my other brother, he decided that he wanted to go out there and bang a lot of chicks. Now he making all this money, but he got child support cases. It's the parts of the characteristics that go with the life. It goes with it. It goes with it. Am I still on? All right, let me take that out. So it's something to be understood. It is the way it is. There's no perspective and no narrative that's gonna X that out. And I will tell y'all tonight, like I will always tell y'all. I will tell y'all tonight, like I will always tell y'all. When you decide that you're gonna accept your lane, when you decide that you're gonna wake up one day and say, I'm gonna be true to myself, that shit feels so good. I cares about nothing or nobody but my two dogs. When I pay off all my bills, my life is going to change. When I pay off all my bills, I'm going to be in the win by myself. I will stay healthy as I can by myself. I will live my life. But what I was shown, I'm not interested in all the narratives. Hey, listen, y'all. We'll do this again tomorrow at noon. I hope y'all be here. I'll see y'all. All right? Y'all have a good night.